Hail! Thrand here.
Hail, this is Eldgrim.
And we're here for Guilty Pleasure Cinema because Scott Summerton asked us to test a scene out of Guardians of the Galaxy and see if it was possible.
That's right. The specific scene we're going to test is the scene where Gamora is fleeing with the orb and Star Lord takes his Bola off of his utility belt and throws it and arrests her forward progress, dropping her in her place. Today, Thrand has a
primitive version of the tool. It's a primitive tool version. His was a technologically advanced one with a kind of an energy cord beam and looked like it guided itself.
Right.
But today we're going to have to use a primitive version with some padded weights and a cord so it's safe, and throw it pretty much like they did in the old Master TV series by Showa Kosugi with Cleef and Cleef, where they would just throw the Manariki of the Kusari-fundo and it would wrap around the legs of the fleeing person and just arrest them or capture them without harming them.
That's right. Well, today I'm going to be the runner. Thrand's going to be the one trying to catch me with the Bola. And this is going to be on Thrand's own guidance system. He's going to have to
Right, I got to do it by hand. So if this works, we know that his would most likely.
All right, Thrand, when you're
being
ready.
Technologically advanced.
All right, when you're ready, Thrand.
Yeah.
All right, on your mark, get set, go.
Yeah.
That worked.
It worked. You were totally tangled up.
That was great.
Well, I was certainly impressed with that.
Yeah, I was too. I can't believe we did it in one take. That's the most fascinating thing.
I wasn't impressed with me throwing it. I was impressed with the results in only one take.
Yeah, the results were amazing.
Considering we took the clamps that you screw on from a standard weight set, the screw-on big old nut types.
Yeah,
and we took those. We used 540 cord.
Yeah, the star bolts for the weight set. Yeah, we
parachute
took those.
cord, nylon cord, and foam with tape. That's duct tape. That's what we used to make that with. And I made it as long as I thought was necessary, so that it would actually,
and it worked really well.
Possible to entangle the legs.
Yeah, it did its job. I mean, it really did trip me up. I was I'm shocked that it worked the first time. And
it amazed me. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it got me around the ankles. I'll admit that. I mean, as you see on Guardians of the Galaxy, when Star Lord takes out his Bola, which is
the one
which seems to be
the two disc with the energy cord or beam between.
Right. That energy beam is between each of them, and it seems to guide itself, and it wraps around.
It separates on its own,
and it wraps around Gamora's thighs. Right.
We kind of cinch up. Yeah, like
like it's got like some kind of artificial intelligence, like some kind of built-in.
I can't even think how much force you would have to throw something with it, how much weight it would have. Be able to throw something like that to be able to pull the legs together. I don't think that's really possible.
Unless maybe we could replicate it with chains, but that would have been too dangerous.
Well, the chain, yeah, because when they wrap around, they tend to lock into themselves easier, and they don't tend to loosen up as much. They tend to hold tighter.
They'll bind a little bit.
Yeah, but I opted not to use a chain because it's more dangerous and more chance of pinching or damage. It's more bruising. More uncomfortable to take do it over.
Well, yeah, the 540 cord I thought worked just fine, even though as you know, I noticed as you threw it out there, and that's one of the things I love. We went back and watched this. I thought it was so cool as we watched it in slow motion and everything. In slow mo, you see it from behind you. As a runner, you don't see Thrand what he's doing behind you. But I noticed you did that Showa Kosugi that
right where you have to throw like he used to do with the Kusari-fundo or the Manariki.
That was awesome. I didn't even know he did that.
The old series, that's the only thing I could think of to get it to separate spread after I tested it a couple of times throwing it against a post, to get it to spread out properly.
Right, yeah, it's awesome. I thought it was very cool because I didn't know what you were doing back there to get it to work so well. And we go back and we watch it, and it's like, wow, it worked beautifully.
Like a chain shot from a cannon or something. The balls come out and they spread.
Yeah, and I love how it locked off once it got around my ankles. Even though it hit kind of high, it started to ride down. It hit high, it started to slide down. You can see it sliding down my legs.
And it kind of wrapped up on itself.
And it locked up on itself, and that's where you can clearly see me trip.
Like I said, a chain or something would be tight if it was like to be.
Yeah, really bind better, but it would really lock up.
And traditional bolas are easier because you spin them more like you're throwing a sling. So they have a lot of energy behind them, and they spread open on their own because there's 3 balls, not 2.
Sure.
Like they use down in South America, deep Mexico.
Yeah, I can see why it would work much easier that way. And don't worry, guys. I didn't get hurt at all. It was it was great. I wasn't really caught by surprise. I knew I was going to be taken down one way or another. So.
And you rolled beautifully. I mean, it was just executed so well how you just come right back up. It almost looks like you're not even bounding. You notice the legs are still
I love it
together, and you couldn't step forward.
Right, yeah. I mean, as soon as I stand up in front of camera too, there you see it. The rope all locked up on itself, and I was unable to break out of it. I thought that was really
right. So if
cool.
that worked, Like I said, with the alien technology and it being able probably to propel itself, spread itself. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that thing was set up for any type of life form.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
if it had 3 legs, 4 legs, 6 legs, it would have found some way to crisscross or
Again,
big enough to cinch that up.
Again, it might have some kind of guidance system or some kind of intelligence.
Programmable,
artificial intelligence. Yeah, that's kind of cool that it might be able to do that. But again, we can never really test that.
Well, no,
Sci-fi.
Right.
Yeah, so we did as best we could with it, and we did that for Scott Summerton at Guilty Pleasure Cinemas, and we thank him for giving us the idea to do that. That was really cool. Go check out his YouTube channel. That's Guilty Pleasure Cinema. And check out all of his movie reviews. He does really excellent movie reviews, doesn't he, Thrand?
Yes, he does, and especially this one. He'll still be coming out, or is out, where he's doing Guardians of the Galaxy, and our clip is in there, of course. And
yeah, and I think some others.
have his commentary on what we did.
That's right. So, so that should be very entertaining, and his kind of take on it. So that's very cool. And check out all of his other videos. Be sure to subscribe to his channel at Guilty Pleasure Cinema. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Thrand. You can do that down below. You can also comment down below and like this video. That's right. And make sure that you go over to Facebook and like our like page. That's Thrand and Eldgrim's Well of Remembrance. That's just our basic like page. And then, of course, we have our closed group. That's the Thrand YouTube Boat Crew. Joining the boat crew, you get to communicate with a lot of different members of the crew that do a lot of different things. A lot of guys that are into brewing, armoring, everything, leather work.
Yes.
Yeah, and so
all forms of history, all the way up to even modern history.
Everybody brings a little something to the crew, so you can always get in there if you're doing your own creative project. Everybody's willing to help everybody out, and so it's a great place for everybody to get together and share creative ideas. If you want to help improve our content, improve what we do here, as you can see, your donations have been doing a lot of good here. We've got our new lighting kits, we've got our green screen. All these new additions to the channel, and that's because of your donations, and you can do that at www.patreon.com/Thrand, and also at our PayPal, Thrand, that's
Thane Thrand, Thegn, Thrand at yahoo.com, which is also an email address, but it's also our PayPal ID. Now you can either send us an email if you want to donate things to us, or you want to tell us what you'd like to do with the donation. But you can also, give comments on PayPal for a one-time donation if you don't want to do a monthly donation like a Patreon.
That's right, that's right. And thank you very much for watching. Be sure to go check out Guilty Pleasure Cinema, and farewell.
Farewell.